Hello, everybody. This is Sohan from Think Chess and wishing you a very happy Diwali. And I wish in the next year, in the coming years, I would say, you will be a very good attacker. And I hope my videos will help you in becoming a very good attacking, knowledgeable chess player. Okay, so this is the title is not a very flashy one. The today's discussion is about the key point. So the key point is like, what is the most important thing in the position? This is a question you should always ask when you see any position. You should be able to tell yourself, like, okay, out of all these 64 squares, all these 32 pieces, in the coming position, what exactly is the key point? You cannot say of course, each and every piece, each and every pawn is important, but the moment, or I would say, in a position, the position keeps changing all the time, and when there is a change, you need to find the key point in the position. So this is wide to play, and you can see that only three pieces. Whoops! Only three pieces are attacking this, and this. But I think it's enough. Why? Number one reason: there are no deep defenders near the king, and somehow these pieces are stuck. They are not good mobilized. If they were, maybe someone would come to help the king. But the problem is, right now there are no defenders, and White's assault is going to go through. White is going to win. The reason White is going to win, I just discussed, because absence of defending pieces, number one, and number two, the mobility, or I would say the coordination, is very poor. Somehow they are stuck with each other, and in order to disintegrate and form a good formation, Black will need time, and Black has no time because White is fast enough. So if Black's pieces try to help the king, Black will leave something behind and White will just pounce it and finish the game. So please take your time. White to play, and it's a key point position. Like, what is the most important thing in this position right now? I would say, of course, checkmate is the most important thing. But what piece, what point? I mean, just imagine a fort, and a fort has an entrance, then it has some walls, then it has cannons, and it has barricades, and everything is there. But out from that whole fort, which point is the weakest point, or I would say the key point where we can attack and win the game? So please take your time. Quite to play. Yes. Okay. The seventh rank is very good. Then you can say this knight is extremely good piece because it's an outpost. There is no pawn here. Sorry about this. No pawn here, and there is no black bishop which can harass this knight. This seventh rank is deadly. But if you just play like this, like say rook at 7, the problem is I mean, the mate is far because he can just take. Nothing is happening. And he cannot even play knight f7 because the rook is hanging. So this is not winning. So one idea can be rook at 7. Yes, it's a good move. But you cannot just play rook at 7 and say, aha, because idea is not rook h8. This is not the idea. Rook at 7 is a good move. Or I would say it's a start of the combination. But white has seen the weak link, the key point of black's fortress. That key point, if you attack, black's position will fall. So that key point is important. So when you play rook at 7, what is the key point? Okay, not rook h8, as I said, and not knight f7 too. The idea is, yes, the g6 pawn is the weak pawn. So when you think from here, you need to understand that somehow this rook h7, rook h8, this theme is not working. Somehow king will go to f6. Just imagine he plays this, black just brings the knight, idea is knight e4. Quickly exchange this knight, and if you give a check, whoops, then this, and after this, he can just escape. There is no pawn here, right? To play rook f7 mate. Otherwise, rook f7 mate was possible. So rook h8 is not the idea. The idea is to attack the g6 point after playing rook h7. And now, just imagine this pawn is white, so black would love to play bishop e8, and black plays rook f8. So the idea is, if I play this, black is going to play rook f6, which is not going to work because I am going to play rook h8 and I can just win the piece. So I can play rook h6. So the point is, now rook g6 is check and mate. So rook f6 is, if rook f6 played, then I can play rook h8 check, this, and this is mate. Thank you very much. Again, the helping stone theme, black cannot come to f6. Okay. Now the second defense can be bishop e8. And do you remember what I exactly said in the first position? That black don't have a defender. That's number one. We just saw that it is black is completely helpless. The second point is, if black tries to help his own king, his pieces are not coordinated, so he will leave something behind. So this is exactly what happens. If he plays rook f8, I play rook h6, and if he plays bishop e8, it looks as if there is no checkmate. But the problem is this e6 point, which was defended by bd7, is gone, and now you can just play knight e6. And I think you have enough material to win the game. Of course, rook g7, mate is threatened, and if you play something like rook d7, I think I can just play check, check. Yeah, I think I can just grab the whole rook with yeah, I think I can just play rook h8, and after this I can just play knight f8. I think I have an up and exchange now. Rook f7. Next move is going to come game over. So yeah, also I tried to quickly come to knight d2 with, just imagine, I can quickly play knight d2 and knight e4, just exchange it off. But the problem is still I can play rook h6, and there is no one to support g6. So how, if you spot the key point in a position, that real key point, the entry gate, or I would say the weakness, the key point, uh, the masters describe the key point in a very subtle way. They say the most important governing idea. So rook at the g6 point is the weakest point and it's the key point. And now after rook at6, even if he plays knight e4, rook g6 is check, and after king f8, rook f7 is checkmate. And again, thanks to the old theme of helping stone, black's own pieces are helping white to checkmate the king. So this was yesterday. I was studying this position, and when I found this idea of first playing rook h7, then rook h6, the g6 point, even though it's a white square, this this is a white square. Uh, it looks as if black someday can play bishop e8, but as I say, when he plays bishop e8, he leaves something behind. Right. So I hope actually this key point theme is like the soul of chess, not necessarily in attack. In any position, you need to find the key point. What is the most important thing right now in the whole position? That sort of attitude, it's a very, very tricky and subtle essence of chess. The more you get better at it, naturally, more better player you become. So I hope this is a small, just I would say, illustration of just finding that key point, whether it is positional or dynamic. Stay tuned for next episode. Thank you.